everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kay and I'm Kitschy here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Very warm welcome to you if this is your first time visiting my channel. I hope that you find something that you like, and if you do, please click on the like and subscribe buttons and select all from the notification drop down so you'll be advised whenever I upload new content. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and spending some more time with me. Today I'm going to do a stitch with me. This is my HAED SAL. This is Rosie's artwork by Vincent van Gogh. This was charted by Evenweave Designs for their SAL for this year's stitch along. The new one will be getting released on the details of it will be getting released on the 1st of November, and I think it goes on sale then as well until the 14th of December. I don't know how many choices you've got, but looking at the information that I've seen so far, the sort of teasers, I think it's 12 again. Got a choice of 12 again, and it looks like there's quite a wide range of pattern types as well. So hopefully something for everyone. I know I'm not on commission. I am at the moment 81.22%. I hit 70,000 yesterday, and I hit the 81% yesterday. So no, that doesn't go in there, Kate. I'm still trying to get my right there. That one. So, yeah. Let's just work on this and see how far I get. I'm going to set a timer for an hour. I've not done any stitching before I started today, so focus, start. That's an hour timer on. Mark these ones off. Cut that. I'm hoping that it's a bit brighter with the light, but on the shadowy side, I think, because of how I've got the magnifier angled so that I could film. This bit is quite a bit heavy. Once I get down past this, I'll be fine. I can get into a bit more of a rhythm. Target is 231 stitch, I think it went to. After when I checked it last night. So if I keep sort of hitting 300 stitches a day on it, it's going to be finished a wee bit ahead of my target, which is Christmas Day, because the closing, the date for getting it all done and submitted is the 30th of December, and the new one will be coming out on, will be the new next year's one will be coming out probably the 1st of January. But if it's anything like last year, it'll come out a couple of days early. We shall see. I didn't do any stitch with me's last week at all, because I had my old lamp gave up the ghost on Monday morning, and I had tried stitching with just the magnifier, but I discovered for stitching on 25 count I really need the light from it as well. So all my projects last week were, majority of them were going to be on 25 count, so I was really struggling. I could stitch one like this without the light, but it was a bit of a struggle. So until I actually got my lamp on a Tuesday afternoon, it was like late on Tuesday afternoon, I got my lamp and got it set up. It was, you know, I think I only managed to stitch on this one project. I've still got the second day of my rotation stitching to do on Two Dancing Peacocks. I was supposed to do it on Saturday or Sunday, and I got into my new start that I started on Monday. On Saturday I got really into that on Saturday and a wee bit on Sunday, and I did this on Sunday night for watching Nicola, watching her live stream. And this is supposed to be my evening stitch anyway, so the fact that I'm doing it during the day here is just because I'm wanting to get it done now. I think I might be putting my rotation on hold slightly and just working on this just to try and get it finished. Because the sooner I get it finished, the sooner I can stitch other things. Yesterday I completed chapter 3 of the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone challenge, but as part of the series of challenges from Abbey on Crossing Crafts. So three milestones yesterday with this project. So and I've got 119 towards the chapter 4. And it's 4,526 stitches per chapter, I think, for most of them. So what are you guys working on? Pop a note in the comments. If it's one that I've never heard of before, I'll go off looking for it, and you never know, I might add it to my wish list. Talking of wish lists, all 3 charts that are on, that were released by Heaven and Earth Designs this week, yesterday, are going to be added to my wish list. There's a Peggy Collins chart, a Malcolm Watson chart, which was beautiful, and I think it was Whimsy T. I'm not a dragon fan, but my new start's a dragon, and it was the Venus, which was the freebie from Heaven and Earth Designs from February last year. I really I liked it. I think it was the colours in it, because it's sort of like the teals and blues that I like, teals and greens and blues that I like, mixed with just sort of like golds and what have you, golds and creams, and it's beautiful. Probably not describing it very well, but I think it's retired. I don't think it's still available. In fact, I don't even think it was on the website. I think it was on the group. So if it was on the group, it's definitely is retired. I've downloaded the 3 that were released by Michelle in the group for October, for Spooktober. She released one a week. I don't know if she's doing another one this week or not. But I've downloaded the 3 of them. I'm not a Halloween stitcher, but the third one that she released was the Whiskers or one. I can't remember what the exact title is, but it's a silhouette of a black cat, and in front of the moon. And I thought, you know what, I quite like that. I'm not, like I say, I'm not a Halloween stitcher, but I did like that one. 3. I don't like stitching up this bit, especially when I've done a wee bit of cross country and I'm trying to fill it in. It's like, ugh. Mark that off. I do apologise for shaking the camera. I think I've got this as far over as I can go, and it means it's not as stable as it normally is. I'm just filling in this block. So I uploaded progress pictures to the HAED SAL group yesterday, to show my progress and how far I was away from finishing. Quite a few people have finished. I think I've seen about 11 or 12, maybe more, maybe slightly more than that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, how's that? I've got part threads, but I've not got them marked on here. Right, hold on. Plus sort myself out here, because that one and that one. Right, anything else that's in there? Use this piece up. Hate it when it comes and it unthreads itself and I'm not even started stitching. I think this project, I've tried so many different ways of doing this project. I've done diagonals, I've done columns, I've done typewriter method, I've done colour complete and cross country, and I went back to the columns here because I was doing diagonal blocks. That was the other one I tried. But I've decided to go back to the columns because I could see the progress more. I felt like I wasn't seeing the progress with the diagonal blocks, so I've decided because I'm working down the colour and I'm working across, I'm actually seeing more progress. Right, Microsoft. Hello Charlie, what are you doing? Once I get past this part, I'll try and explain to you how I'm working. As you'll see, that is completely different from how I normally stitch, because I normally stitch completing each stitch as I go. And I normally park the next available empty space, where I'm going to be a bit slightly different here. As I say, at the moment I'm filling in this block, just filling it in because I was starting to do typewriter method and it kind of got away with me. But I have had a couple of zeros in the last couple of days as well. I think I've had three or four zeros, so I finished a couple of colours. And there were about 2 or 3 different colours that when the last installment was released, there weren't any stitches of that colour, so I think I've got about, holy cow, once I've threaded this needle so I don't lose my needle. It's not going, it doesn't like, there we go. Needle wasn't going on. Let's see how many zeros have I got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, 6 zeros so far. So I think there's 84 colours left. This block is so messy looking. It's another reason I came away from doing cross country and typewriter or in this block, in this one certainly, because it just looked so messy. see that I'm doing Danish method, which is doing all the bottom legs first, then doing the top legs in the row, and working back, and I don't normally find that my stitches are neater, but ouch. In this case they are, or just as neat as when I do the full cross as I go. But the reason I'm doing that is because I've noticed when I do the Danish method, I'm not getting the grid line, the tension lines when I'm working on the block. So because I'm working strictly columns, I'm not going past the end of the column, unless it's like just one stitch in that colour, then I'll do it. But you know, one stitch in the next column or whatever, then I'll do it. But because I'm doing it, because I'm kind of strictly trying to keep myself strictly to a column, to my 10 stitches across, I was starting to get tension lines doing the full crosses. And I decided to try with the Danish stitch before I gave up with the columns and went back to whichever method, you know, I was going to try next. So I tried this method, and I just noticed that I didn't seem to get the lines coming in. And someone has posted in one of my groups a method for trying to get the lines out, and they call it the freezer method. And basically you wet your project, dry it off as much as you can, so it squeezes as much water out as you can. Then you put it in the freezer, you roll it up like in a towel and put it in the freezer. And I don't know how long you leave it for, I'll leave it until it's frozen solid, maybe for a couple of hours. And then you take it out and let it defrost enough that you can comfortably unroll it, and then you iron it dry, and that's supposed to take the tension lines out. So I've got one piece, Harmony, which you can see from when I first started stitching. You can see the tension lines, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give that a try. One, two, four, three. That's in the wrong place. Wait till I get down and I'll see what number, what colour that is. me. Right, so we're going to finish this thread off. Oof. To finish off. Yay, finished that block. Right, now I should be able to start showing you how I'm working. What I'm doing is basically, I'm not going to show you this one because I'm only doing one stitch of this colour. Right. This row here has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colours in it, but I've got 6 different colours, but only got 5 look like part, including the one that I've just done. So what I'll do is I would complete the ones in the row that I've got parked first. Just so 1 there. That's another one done. And 1, 2, 3 down. do the pin stitch to finish. What's that? 934. Think about doing one of my long dogs in that 934 because I quite like it. Sorry, Charlie. I just forgot he was there and hit him with my elbow. He's lying so quietly at the back of the sofa. I forgot he was there and I just caught him with my elbow. So he gave me a little grump to let me know he was there. Alright. So I'm not going to go to my Danish method because I'm going across to there, and then my next one is there, but I'm not going to park it. Nope, that one. I'm going to make that stitch. Park it there. So I have that one parked. So I've got two different colours that I've not got parked already. But I'll fill them in. No, not that one. That one. I'll add them in once I've stitched part one. So that's that one there, and I'll go 1, 2, 3. Again, this is only one stitch in the block, so that's going to get finished off. So that's another one. I might have to jump up and quickly I think I've got a parcel coming which I forgot because otherwise I wouldn't start filming. Hopefully it'll come after I've finished. 3371. There's only one in that block, so I'm just gonna stitch one stitch in this one. Once I get down past this next block, it's fairly straightforward with the colours. So I've got another this block plus one more confetti, and then I'll be hopefully back onto colour blocks. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Away. think that rain's too far away either. Another row. Thought I had done that. That needs to be the line, the row below. Oh. A minute. So I don't know how I managed to get myself in the muddle there, but I did. Right. Just realised I've never actually described how I do a pin stitch on Aida. I'll try and remember on the next one to explain it. That's weird. What have I done there? What have I done? I can't even... For goodness sake, what have I done? Oh, come on. I managed to double my thread up somehow. And no, it's not coming out. Damn it. Ugh. Come on. What have I done? I think what I'll do is I'll just do that. Right, let's just tidy this up a wee bit. We'll start with there we go, fixed. That's twice, 3 times. Come on, I go 4 times. 4th attempt is ridiculous. I'm threading a needle. Not park, so I'm going to pin stitch this. So it's 1, 2, 3 down so that I get my tail covered. And then I'll come up. This is vertical thread, so I come up in the middle where they go under the thread below, and up and down through the middle of the stitch so that I'm piercing the weft and the weave, you know, with the cross, and then go down to the top and down to there, to the middle. So I'm coming up from the bottom, going down in the middle, coming up from the top and down in the middle through the vertical threads. And obviously when it's horizontal, it's the same thing, except it's left into the middle and then right into the middle, or right into the middle, then left into the middle. As long as I'm doing both sides coming into the middle, because I sometimes do one side and sometimes do the other. It depends, very much depends on where the pin stitch is going to be. If it's under part threads, it might be easier to come from the opposite side into the middle first. Just to get it started, just so that I can get it secured, and then I can move the threads out the way to, well, whichever way. And of course, when I'm on 25 count, I do my pin stitch different. If I remember if I remember the next time I'm doing a project or a stitch with me, a 25 count, and I'm finishing my threads, I'll show you how I do it on that. 5, 6, 1. I really have to try and see if I can find an app that I can record my pattern keeper on my Chromebook. If I can find an app that I can record it and then add it in somehow to my stitch with me, so you can see what I'm doing on pattern keeper. I might actually hold off until I eventually get I'm eventually going to get a tablet. For my pattern keeper, and I'll do it then. I'll attempt it then, but single solitary stitch of 3818. Single solitary stitch in the whole block, and there's not one in the block next to it either, so I can't. I would start and finish my threads in the same. It's a ninja stitch, which is when it's the only stitch in that area and there's nothing around it that you can start and, you know, park it in or what have you. Oh, for goodness sake, that's twice. Come on. I think this is the worst when you're using up threads as getting started sometimes. I've seen me sitting there maybe 3 and 4 attempts at getting a thread started when it's a short length like this. And then other times when it's even shorter than that, and I can get started no problem. So up from the bottom, so I can see it through. I can see it between the part threads. So up for the bottom and then down, through from the top, and down in the middle. It's a bit. Ugh. Can I unpick that? Do it again, I wonder. It's a wee bit on the messy side. Hold on. Spread them out. Come on. Or not. No. Not going to happen. I hope that's going to cover it. Oh, why did that not hear my timer go off? That was weird. Didn't hear my timer go off on my... It's weird. Oh well. I might as well just finish this block. It'll be a wee bit longer than normal, but... There's the horizontal one being done. Really messy today with my pin stitches. Usually a lot neater. Let's try again with the part thread, with the pin stitch. See if I can get it looking like any neater. I have days when they're just messy and I end up doing waste threads instead. And I really get myself confused. Wee bit neater. I've also noticed that occasionally on the pre-gridded fabric it's a bit more difficult to cover your for the pin stitches, whereas when you do it on the regular Aida it doesn't seem to, they don't seem to be as messy. This could be quite thin feeling sometimes. And I mean, it's the same fabric, it's just it's pre-gridded, pre-gridded. Whereas your regular Aida from Zweigart, it sometimes feels a wee bit thicker. The same with the Laguna, it can be a bit rough on the easy count. It can feel a bit rough. 1, 2, 3. Right, this is it. I'm going to be. There we go. There we go. That's a wee bit better. Stab myself in the thumb. I think that might be my delivery. Or not. Probably. No, I don't think it is actually. Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah. That one. 904. Right, come on. I'm gonna do that stitch. only getting half a pin stitch on that one. Delivery. Back in a second. I don't know what his aftershave is, but it's very nice. Yes. It is. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you, well, you would creep up behind me. Yes, when you creep up behind me, you get kicks, don't you? Plug that back in so I don't lose my charge on my phone. Oh no. Right, that's better. My delivery's here now. And then I accidentally kicked Charlie. Where am I? There, right. 1, 2, 3. There. I accidentally kicked you. I'm sorry. You okay now? You're okay though, hey? Yes. A good boy. You've been a good boy. Yes, you weren't much of a guard cat, were you? Usually growl when anyone comes in the gate. Right. You were sound asleep. Is that what's wrong? Was you sound asleep and he woke you up? Did he? Oh dear. I'm now getting cuddled and I can show you. I don't know. Look. I'm getting licked as well. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's on top of your lug, top of your ear hole, isn't it? Well, you need to move because you're in a rather awkward place. Right, hold on. One's done. Those 3 are done. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to move because your elbow is digging into my arm. Thank you. Right. I apologise, Charlie's now cleaning himself. Can you not do that quietly? Mm-hmm. Oh dear. Must have a wee bit of fan call. Yeah, fan calls for tango. Right. I think I'm going to have to take scissors to this. Doesn't help there's cat hairs in it, Oscar and Charlie. Right, like that, there's one it. Oh, there we go. The threat of the scissors works again. Mark that. Park that.